Sorry about that. This will have to be part 2. I had an important phone call coming in from a doctor's for me, so I needed to take care of that. Nothing major or anything. So, yeah, we want to start on this journey for homesteading, and I've done some research and talked to some people, and even if you don't own, some people are renting their home and they can still homestead. And just because we are renting a lot, we can still homestead to a degree. It's basically doing everything you want to do in the house. We're very much homebodies. We're very introverted. This is as social as I usually get. And I know people, when I tell people I'm introverted, and they're like, yeah, but you do this and you do TikTok, and it's like, that's my social media. I do a little bit of Facebook, but mainly it's just YouTube and TikTok. TikTok just something fun I do. I love all the different effects and stuff. It's fun to do that. I appreciate that I have so many followers over there, which is just amazing to me. I want to get this up over 1,000 and have it stay there. That would be lovely because I've been on here over 10 years, Brad. I would love to get over 1,000, but I know my content's not that thrilling for most people. I'm not doing it for that. So this is a way that I could still be social being home. And let's just be very honest. Because of my low immune system and the fact I have diabetes and that I am overweight and that I have, so prone for infections that I have to really is before COVID really restrict how much I am in contact with the general public. Or because Brad will tell you if I'm out too much, I'll start getting sick. And I just can't help it. So this was a great way for me to express myself. And also because, you know, my daughters don't come around and the grandchildren don't come around. I figured any day they ever want to know what I was like and what their grandfather was like, there's this legacy at least. And then I've gained so much. I've gained all my really great friends I've met here on YouTube. And you guys help me get through my low parts. I help you get through your low parts. We bring each other up. You know, um, it's wonderful. I know there's certain people I can reach out to, and I'm always going to get a response within a day. Sometimes a lot sooner than that. And that's a lovely thing. And to have that trust that no matter what you tell them, they're not going to be running, they're not going to make a video on it or something. So all of my friends are from here. So, and I love each one of you guys so much. You guys are like my sisters I never had, my mom I never had. Just it's a whole wonderful ball of gooiness right now. So
You have met some amazing people on here.
I have, and I don't know what. I can't imagine my life without you guys. I mean, and you guys have taught me that, like with Brad, I just now chant, I will not kill, I will not kill, I will not kill, will not kill today, won't kill today. I'm just joking. Um, it's like right now, talking to you guys, I'm thinking about different things I want to create. That's just how my mind works. I know I started to talk about being very inquisitive and being a very intense person, and I don't mean to be an intense person. I just am. I think it's because probably part of it because of the Asperger's. I'm very direct. I don't really have much of a filter. I learned to have a little bit of one sometimes. Depends on how close I am with you. If I'm real, real close with you, I don't have any filter. I try not to hurt your feelings, but I don't. Like Brad will say something, and I'll say no. Cut the bullshit. This is the real reason why. And he's like, yeah, because I'm just not a real. It is what it is. I'm not stupid on why he does certain things. He's not stupid on why I do certain things. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. I love him. Honest. I'd have to love him. We've been together here in a few days is what? 34 years?
34 years.
In what date?
The 26th.
The 26th. We'll have been together for 34 years. That was the date of our first date. So that's a long time.
That's the day I came over for a visit and never left.
And never left, yes. I came over to watch movies. And at that time, I didn't even have a VCR. You rented one from, they used to rent them at his store.
Yeah.
And he rented some movies. And yeah, and he never left. That's all we're going to say. He would leave to go to work. Then his stuff started migrating over more and more. And then finally we talked about it. And I don't know if we were engaged yet or not.
I don't think so.
But we talked about he had to finish a lease on his apartment. So we did, even though he didn't live there. He finished a lease on it, and moved his stuff all over. And then I think a couple weeks later, we got engaged very fast. You know it?
Yeah.
And then we waited until August to get married. So, but just the way it worked out. But I'm a pretty intense person. And like how you see me here is how I am. There's no script. There's no acting out. I don't even know what I'm going to talk to you guys about most of the time, seriously. I may have something on my mind that I want to talk about, like the homesteading, or like that I'm going to make candles. But other than that, I'm just telling you guys what's going on and stuff. So, there's no big, scripted anything. But,
well, Teresa.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting, but how many people have told you that they feel like that they're sitting down with you having a cup of coffee?
You are. Here's my coffee. My friend Leanne, she buys it for me. She buys it as a surprise because her love me. Yeah, I mean, people do. Because you guys will hear me interacting with him, and you'll hear me interacting with the dog. You'll hear the dog start barking, the phone's ringing. The big water trucks are over there sucking up every bit of vegetation on the biggest thing I ever seen. Biggest sucker upper. Now that's a vacuum, man.
Yes, it is.
It was vacuuming up the whole earth. It was like, holy crap. I don't know what they plan on doing. Maybe it was time for lunch when they left.
Might have been.
Because they just threw a road sign upside down and put like a wooden something on there. So nobody would trip and fall and kill himself in that hole.
Yeah.
Good coffee. Oh, love my coffee. I only drink it once a day, but I love my coffee. I used to drink it all day long. I don't now. I have the one cup, this cup. Granted, it's a big cup. And then I have hot chocolate at night, sugar-free hot chocolate. And then I'll drink water and some Diet Pop. But, I am a pretty intense person, and I know that, and I can't change how I am. I don't want to either. Part of it is because I am inquisitive and I want to know stuff, and I'm always thinking, my mind is always going at a very fast pace. I think that's part of the reason I have trouble sleeping. But, I love to try new things, learn new things. I want to do more of the homesteading. I want to do more of the canning, and that I want to know more of what's in our food.
Yeah.
So everything that we read is full of so much sodium, like that packet of soup he had me show you guys. The reason I haven't had him fix me it, because I love it, is because it's so full of sodium. That I can make it myself. It takes longer, but I can make it myself. I did it for years. We just need to get back to that. There's no excuse, really. We have time. I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to them. We do.
I'm swiveling my head all the way around. It hurt my neck.
You want me to come back out there?
Yes.
Okay.
But, we have the time. Yeah, okay, it takes us a little bit longer, but we have the time to make stuff from scratch. I would love for us to start making everything from scratch that we can. because, like I said, the amount of sodium and stuff, the amount of preservatives. No wonder we as Americans are getting fatter. We are getting more and more diabetes. I mean, nobody else in my family, except for my great grandmother, when she got up in her 90s, had a little bit of diabetes. She didn't have to take insulin or anything. But I mean, look at how many of us have diabetes now. It's kind of like who doesn't is a smaller number. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And like I said, nobody else in my family has diabetes, and they're all big women. I mean, we're a German stock, so we all come that way. So, uh, but yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your friendship. I can be intense. And you guys know if you're not hearing too much from me that maybe I'm down or maybe something's going on. Somebody just sent me a message. That's my thing when somebody sends me a message. That's what it does.
Oh, okay.
You can pick the sound for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what I did. But I wanted to do a ringtone. It was like, hey, I want to do the chicken dance one. But I can't get my phone to agree with me. So I got frustrated and then I forgot about it till now. That was like 10 days ago or something. It was a free ringtone. But, or I wanted the one that was like, hey, your phone, enter your phone. Yes, your phone. You know you want to. It's like,
Yeah, I remember when you were trying to get that set up.
yeah. So there were some ones that were a lot of cussing and stuff, but I said that wouldn't be a good one to do if you were like around somewhere with a bunch of kids or something.
Yeah.
That could not be good. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything like that. So, but that's what we got going on. I'm just going to be cleaning the kitchen today. And Brad's got some different things he wants to be working on. I'm not sure what. I know some of it's in the blue room. We have this giant mountain of cardboard we're going to need to tackle. Maybe they'll give you a few more days to get that on out there, baby. I know it's kind of cold today and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're not feeling the perkiest in the world. So there's that. And then I want to do some more looming. Can't do another wreath. I'm waiting for some stuff to come in. I ordered some more. Even though I have the wire frames for wreaths, on this particular model I did the Valentine wreath on, I really like it. It's just a styrofoam. The beauty of that, though, is it's so incredibly light, too. It can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing because if you're hanging it outside, you don't want it to be super, super light, like a kite, because it's going to fly off like a kite, even though we don't get the wind here that we got in Wyoming or anything. But the nice thing is, like I can hang it in between my glass door and my actual solid door. And that's nice. And it was an easy thing to do. When I do this next wreath, I'm going to show you guys what I did. And you will just be amazed on how easy it is to make this wreath. And it will just blow your socks off. And you will want to run out and get the supplies and make one yourself. It's that easy, though.
I know.
It really is. It couldn't have been any easier. I mean, Brad could have done all the tying on those. You could have.
Yeah.
It was that easy. You watched me tying those.
I did.
Cutting and tying. No, and there's no exact measurement or anything. You don't want everything to be measured the same. You want to have a little bit of a depth looking there. But so when I'm doing this next one, you guys will be amazed. It'll probably be next week or so. So I'm going to do one for spring. I was going to do one specifically for Easter, and I thought, and I may do where I get a few things to put in it or on it temporarily for Easter, but it's just basically going to be like a spring one. So I can make it can hang there until it gets to be like around 4th of July and such, and then I'll switch it out for a summertime look, because there's a lot of uh, like government type holidays.
Yeah.
For the lack of a better word, from Memorial Day on. You have Memorial Day, and you have Flag Day, and then you have 4th of July, and then you have Labor Day. I mean, you have all of those in there. So, that's when I'll start with doing like red, white, and blue. I'll do a wreath that's red, white, and blue, and if I want to, I'll put some flags and stuff on it. I thought that would be kind of cute.
I would.
Might even get some of those sprigs that kind of look like fireworks and put, throughout it. But, you know, I like to make wreaths that you can hang up for a while. The shortest lived wreath I have is the Valentine's Day one.
Yeah, but that'll look cool hanging in your room when you're done.
Well, yes, I do need to think of a place to actually need to pull that one fall wreath. I do need to think of a place to actually hang these wreaths to kind of store them until I bring them out because they're seasonal wreaths. So I want to put them in like a plastic bag and garbage clean garbage bag and kind of label it and hang them. Wouldn't it be funny if I had them all hanging on my walls? You could have all the different seasons. But I know that's the way I think. This first world problems, right? We're all faced with COVID and being locked indoors more longer. But hey, if you're gonna be locked indoors, you might as well make it look nice. Might as well make your heart happy with it. Everybody can do some kind of craft or something that is relaxing. My friend Leanne does the gym chalk, and I assume she's wetting it down. That's one thing I wish you would show Leanne is how you're reusing this gym chalk and how you're putting it in molds and stuff. I think that would be a great video for you to do that would teach other people because there's got to be other people that are watching you that are interested in doing this. And I didn't realize for a while that she was using molds and stuff, and so I'm assuming that she wets it down or something, and I don't know, maybe she doesn't have to, and press it in mold, and then she takes it out when it's hardened, and she breaks it and she crumbles it, and it's very relaxing for her. Now it would drive me crazy because I don't like anything under my fingernails. I don't even like to touch flour. Brad knows this. I don't like to do anything that you have to roll out anything with any kind of flour. I have to wear gloves. I don't know why. It's the texture of flour or whatever, but to get it under my fingernails makes me very unhappy. It's just the way I am. I don't know why. But I've gotten that way as I've gotten older. I don't like to touch raw meat. It used to not bother me, but I'll put on gloves every time now. Becoming a germaphobe, Charlie Ann. Are you a little boy? Love you, Charlie.
It's just he wants to come up and let
He
you know
loves
he
me.
loves you. Yep.
Yes, him love me. Him as a big baby, huh? Are you my baby, Charlie Ann? I know every day it gets to be a certain time, and Charlie has decided that we've had enough of the front room time that we need to go back on the bed. Now he won't go on the bed by himself. I have to go with him, and then finally he'll really start nudging me as later it gets, because he wants to go in on the bed and lay, but he wants me in there with him. Right, Charlie? It's too early for that yet, though, Charlie Ann. Charlie, look at me. Charlie.
And I think you just said it's never too early.
Charlie, do you miss your bed right now? You do. Oh, no. You guys can't see him, but yeah, he misses him bed. Right, Charlie? I don't know if I can open this bed. Charlie, do you miss your bed right now? Do you miss your bed? I know. You're missing your bed, Charlie. Charlie.
Mom's talking
Look
to
at
you,
me,
Charlie.
Look at me. Oh, you're going over to Dad now. You left me. Okay. See how that is? But anyway. Yeah. Hi, Charlie Ann. Are you beautiful? Are you? Yeah, he wants to go in on the BED.
He's beating me to death
LAY.
He's beating me to death with his TIAL.
We have to spell because the dogs might know how to spell, I still think they're starting to learn what the T word is.
Yep.
Because I'll say tea and they all like,
yep.
We like tea. Brew us up something. Right, Charlie? Oh, you're so happy now. Yep.
No.
Rebecca, he's doing that whole thing with the face on the ground and the butt up in the air thing.
Right, Charlie?
But, yeah, they're just all happy. But I just wanted to yak you guys for a little bit longer. who called earlier was the breast mammogram place, because we had to reschedule because we had to schedule for Martin Luther King Day accidentally. And then they realized they were going to be closed, that we needed to have to reschedule. So that's the first part of February. Then my doctor had put on that she wanted a diagnostic mammogram and an ultrasound. And I was talking with a lady and said, well, the lump I had is gone, and it's been gone. It has not come back. And so she said, so do you just want to stick with just the normal screening mammogram, which I know I get a free one every year? And I'm like, yes. I don't want to, I think it was just probably another pocket of infection during the form. Not come back. That happens with me. I've had them many, many, many times. So I think that's what it is. It'll show up. I already have to explain to them when I go in about scar tissue on the right. So, yeah, it's a thing. But I'm being good. I'm getting the mammogram. I don't have any other specialist now except for maybe the hematology still, hematologist, oncologist, and then my cardiologist. Everybody else was in the wrong network. So my doctor's not going to be happy when she hears all this. But see, and she's rather new to the practice, about a year, maybe 9 months or so, maybe
I'm trying to
maybe
remember.
about a year now.
I'm guessing it'd be about a year.
So she wasn't new. She was new to this area. So she wasn't. She doesn't really know the ins and outs of who is in what network. It's not her job to know what insurance will do what. And at the time that she referred me, that clinic still took home or Blue Home. So, you know, I'd have to say one thing is Florida's insurance plans were a lot better. That is one thing, but they have more elderly people than they do here in North Carolina.
Are we elderly people?
We are. You're the typical old guy went running out there to see what they were doing with the other old guy across the street. You guys should have. I thought, oh, good, you're making friends in the neighborhood now.
Neither one of us could walk that far to talk to the other, so we just.
Oh, damn. To wave.
Hi.
I thought maybe you could run out there with your coffee cups every morning and have a meeting.
Really?
Meet and greeting. Talk about how bored you are since you retired. Brad's bored. I know he is.
I can't be bored. I got Charlie. Right?
But if you could walk better, you would not be bored. But you can't. So, but you will. Yes, you have Charlie. You cannot be bored. Hi, Charlie. He's like, he is so subtle when he wants to be pet. He just comes up and lifts your arm up. Right, Charlie? Oh, Charlie. Oh, man, I woke up this morning and both my feet were buzzing and numb, and my left arm and fingertips were all numb. I was just like, ooh.
Good.
I hate that neuropathy. You gotta laugh about it, though. It does feel like you're buzzing. Your feet are numb, but inside, internally, they're like, and I'm like, I can't walk because I can't feel them. I mean, I have about half feeling in my feet down. Brad doesn't have any. I've discovered that can be hard because the other day, okay, I've told you guys before I could be bad at picking at skin and wounds and stuff, and I had picked too much at my feet. You know how your feet flake, and had made it bleed, and then it scabbed over, and I didn't realize that somehow I picked up a little pebble, and it healed inside my foot that way, and I couldn't figure out why my foot hurt there, and I looked and I saw the white, and I thought, oh great, it's infected, right? So I opened it up because, you guys don't know it, but I am a surgeon. I was really good at that game operation. you know, so I got that opened up and I got the tweezers. It was a rock inside my foot. But because I don't have near the feeling I used to, and that's why I was able to do a little mini surgery on myself. Yeah, it was a rock. And it's like, really? Brad's old boss had neuropathy so bad in his feet, and he was a diabetic that didn't take care of his diabetes at all. And he had a golf ball in his shoe and didn't know it, and it did so much damage he had to have part of his leg amputated. And it's like, Brad and I wondered at the time how he could not know But then the other day you were putting on a pair of slippers I bought you and did not know that the paper was still all in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went over my feet and not realized it and looked down. And I'm like, what's that new wound? Brad even said, honey, where's all the blood that I see on you? And I'm like, I don't know. And he'll say, why? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's done it numerous times. He's got a toenail that's all completely black now. But the wounds on his feet are almost all the way gone. So that's good. But I don't have anything else to really talk about. Well, I'm going to let you guys go so I can do the dishes. Okay? I'm going to do the dishes. Yeah, I feel better just chatting with you guys. I hope you do too. I hope you had your coffee. Probably had like 3 or 4 pots by now. But, hoping you guys have a good day. Do something good for you. Make something. Craft something. We can all do something. If you can, if you want to color, if you want to just make paper crafts, then do paper crafts. If you want to do scrapbooking, you want to break chalk, you want to break some. It's better than breaking somebody's face. Break some chalk, right? Remember that, Leanne, huh? That should be your new motto. That you break chalk so you don't break faces. She would never do that. She's too nice.
But even if you draw neurotic stick figures, just
Yeah,
something.
you say if nothing else, like I can't do anything but maybe just like you said, draw stick figures. It doesn't matter. Art is art. Who said that you're a crappy artist? It's all subjective, you know. Believe me, I know some people that claim to be artists, and I'm like, okay, but there's somebody out there that likes that. They like it. It's how they express it. All my artwork isn't great. Some of my artwork is shit.
I know.
And inevitably, the piece of artwork I think is shit is what everybody else will like. It will be, I'll have people come up and tell me how great that is. And I'm like, really? I think it's a piece of shit. I'll be so unhappy with something I've done. And you are just going over just love it. And other people just love it. And I'm like, really? It's just like if you do your hair and your makeup and you think you look like crap that day, and that's the day you'll get all the compliments. And you're like, really?
Well, it's
I'm
like
just
that.
not going to wash my hair from now on then.
I can't wait till I can find that painting of the horse that you did.
Oh, God, I hate that thing.
I know, but
Jesus.
That's one of my favorite
I
paintings.
hate that thing, seriously.
Well, you saw I got
The more I look at it, the more I hate it.
But you see, I got the dragon hung up down the hall, and I want to hang the horse up down there too.
Good. Hang it all down there. I won't have to look at any of it. What? I mean, I'm in a frozen state right now with my painting I have going right now. Have you noticed that? Because I don't want to f it up. So then I'm afraid to do anything with it. Well, it ain't never gonna get done. But I've done plaster on top of it, which is a different dimension, and I'm almost thinking I need to go in and carve and detail out the rocks and stuff, which are the plaster, to make that look better. But then I'm not sure. And if I don't do it correctly, the whole plaster is gonna crack. It could crack and even fall off of there, and I don't want that to happen. So I don't know if I'm gonna actually go and carve in the plaster or not, because usually you carve it in the plaster when it's not as hard set as it is. You want it to be still somewhat wet, and I have all the tools for that, but not when it's cured and rock hard.
Well, and if you want, I've got some carving tools, some wood carving.
Well, I do too.
Okay.
For that plaster, I have
Oh, okay.
carving tools.
And then I've got the
From when I was in college. I think the Dremel may crack it.
That's
Yeah.
Here it is if you need it.
Yeah, but I think that would now if it was not so hard cured, or if it was thicker,
Yeah.
if the plaster were thicker, but on some places it's pretty thin.
Yeah.
And I don't have to carve it. I could paint it and detail it, but I don't know. I need to just fucking do something with the site.
Whoa!
I just need to do something with it and not just leave it sit there and I stare at it every day. I have it put there where I have to look at it every night, and I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, just do it. Sorry about the potty mouth. I'm like, just do it. Just slap some paint on it. It doesn't matter if it turns out well or not. Well, it does to me, but it's just like, it's just an expression. It's just a relaxing thing, you know. And I decided that I'm going to probably have some giveaways and stuff. I have so much diamond painting done, not framed, but done, that I really would like. They need homes. They need homes. There's some of them I've done just because I like to do it, but it wasn't something I actually wanted to hang in my house. So I'm going to start like selling some of them, and it'll be whatever price, and then shipping. Some of them I'm going to actually do giveaways with, but you have to pay the shipping because I can't afford to ship out a whole lot of stuff, you know. So I'm going to be doing that because I have a whole great big stack, don't I?
Mhm.
And I need to have you work on getting stuff framed and
Yeah.
of what we're keeping.
Yeah.
Like the big one of us and stuff. Look behind you. Look behind you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's what we're going to do. An hour later from when she said she was getting off. But, yeah, I'm going to start doing some giveaways and stuff too.
That'd be
That's
cool.
always fun. I always enjoy that. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here so I can go clean the kitchen. And thank you guys for letting me yammer on because it does make me feel better. I always tell Brad I can feel just as crappy if I'm up doing something as if I'm sitting there. If I'm sitting there on my bed, I'm going to feel even crappier because then you're thinking about how crappy you feel. But if I can busy myself and as long as I'm breathing, I can do something. And every so often the kitchen needs me.
Yeah.
Because you do pretty good, but you're a guy, and most men don't clean a kitchen as well as women. Not that gives you an excuse for some of the stuff. Don't get carried away there. Okay? Brad, you don't see it, but he got rid of his full beard and he just has a goatee now.
You got rid of it.
Well, you asked me to.
I asked you to, but yeah, I appreciate you doing that.
I think he's trying to look humanized for the surgery. We'll give him a full haircut and everything right before he has surgery, so he doesn't have to mess with that for a while. Um, you know.
And like I said earlier, this is the first time I've shaved in like 2 years.
Yeah.
You know.
He wasn't even sure where his razors and everything was when we were unpacking some stuff that was for the kitchen or bathroom, and I found a great big pile of them.
Yeah.
I hope you guys got stocked up as much as you can, or maybe you're not worried about it. Facebook on my timeline, if you're friends with me, and I can tell you about it, and Leanne and Carol, anybody else, there was a report about what they theorize is going to happen. And I guess 2022 is going to be a year of massive shortages for food. So you need to kind of watch that.
Yeah. Well,
no, but I wanted to have you watch it.
I will. Okay.
I'm not trying to be hysterical or anything, people, and their prediction could be wrong, but, better safe than sorry. I'm not stocking up for a year, certainly.
Yeah.
I mean, who can afford that? Very few people. Excuse me, girlfriend. Wow, we can hear you snorking down there. Come here. Oh, my goodness. Come here, baby girl. Wow. Come here. Come here. There you go. There you go, Bean Bean. Bean Bean machine. I know.
Did you tell them about what that little old lady said?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
But, just really be cautious. Maybe rethink when you're buying groceries that maybe we want to buy cheaper and we want to buy beans and some of that stuff that's going to keep. I would like to get some beans later on.
Okay.
Not this month, next month. So,
okay.
Some dried beans.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have on
Yep.
stock. Some more rice and stuff. But,
Yep.
This little girl, she's so pretty. Aren't you? Are you mama's baby? Oh, what? Do we show them your face or no? You never want to show anybody your little face, do you? Look at that little face. It's so beautiful. Why, you don't know how beautiful you are? I know. I know. You're so cute. Are you cute? You are so cute. You're the best gift ever. You're the best thing ever. You're the best gift ever in my whole life. She is very much my emotional support dog. Very much so. I never really understood about emotional support dogs until I got her. I mean, I love all my animals, but she is just incredible for knowing and picking up on when I'm sad. That's right. Right. She's always with me, too. She always has the same little pudding face. Do you have a little poo-poo face? You made Charlie afraid of you already. Charlie's just afraid of small dogs now. You and Missy have traumatized him. I always have to tell her to behave when he's jumping on the bed. I'm like, be nice now, Jellybean. Don't I? Do I say that to you? Do I say be nice to him? Be nice to Charlie? I know. This little puppy. This one here. Right? What are you doing? Are you sweet? Are you telling everybody hi? Are you telling Marshmallow hi? Say hi, Marshmallow. One of these days, I'm gonna go visit my friend Carol, and she has a poodle named Marshmallow. And I'm bringing Jellybean, and we're gonna have these guys play together. You know they're gonna love each other, right? Are they gonna love each other? Mm-hmm. Mm. They're gonna love each other. That's the way it should be. I would love that. So anyway, tell me, guys, if you guys are stocking up or not, what you've stocked up on if you have, what kind of stuff you like to make as far as craft wise. If you'd be interested in giveaways of some of my completed diamond paintings, you pay the shipping. I'll give you measurements. I'll give you what the overall weight would be, so you can go ahead and go into USPS and calculate how much it would cost for it to be shipped to you. That way you can decide on whether or not you want to enter the giveaway or not. Because, like I said, I love to give away stuff. I just can't afford to pay all the shipping costs because it can get very pricey. I used to give away paintings to different people, and that gets to be very expensive, especially if it's a stretched canvas and stuff. So, right? You stand there. You know? I know. She was coming out here. He was watching TV out here last night. I was watching it in the bedroom, and she was running out here looking at him. And then she'd run back, right?
Yeah, she'd come galloping out and just right
Mm-hmm.
here to the edge of the carpet and wagging her tail and looking at me. And I'd say something to her, and then all of a sudden she'd turn back and flew back into the bedroom.
I love this dog, guys. I absolutely love this dog so much. I love all my animals. They are my heart. But this dog is an incredible emotional support to me. And I never knew that I would have a little dog that was so emotionally in tune to me. And she really is, you know, right?
You're
Oh,
boring her now.
am I boring you? Like, yeah, whatever, Mom. I just do it for the treats, right? You
Oh,
do it for the treats? Is that what it is?
oh, we got everybody's
Oh
attention.
boy! Hi guys. I'm now gonna have 2 treats, right, Jellybean? Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. You so excited now? You wanna have some treats, Jellybean? You do? Okay. Let's get off there. The people are like, come on! Get already! Anyway, I do love you guys. Don't look at my hair, I know. Next week maybe. But I do love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. Never think you're worthless, because as long as you're breathing and you can smile at somebody, you've made their day better. So, But anyway, the dogs are circling because I said the word treat. I have to go. Pray for me. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.